What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Let's Play Destiny. In the last episode, we finished off Spire of the Watcher, the dungeon for Season of Seraph. In this episode, we are going to begin the final phases of More Than a Weapon. So let's talk to Rasputin.
My combat simulations continue, but the parameters provided by the Reef's Techians are not promising. I have yet to devise a tactical use of the warsats that will not empower Mizivu or Wrath. It may not be a possibility. However, we also cannot allow the Wrathborn to take control of the warsats themselves. My internal algorithm has nearly all the requisite data to finish my reconstruction. Retrieving more will accelerate the process. I also have a special request. There is a Warmind terminal in the Cosmodrome that is not linked to the rest of the network. While it does not contain any submind data, the files stored within are of critical importance. I need you to procure them. I will provide you with security clearance once you have recovered the next cache of submind data. The Guardian. Thank you.
You're welcome? I think you're welcome. It sounds a little bit iffy, but okay. We're gonna go look at the holoprojector next. Ooh, Pugilist Headstone. That's actually not a really bad combination, especially for the setup that I actually have right now. I think I wouldn't mind actually switching over to that. It's better than my heating up swashbuckler one. Let's take a look at the holoprojector.
I keep coming back to a question that's been bugging me. Did I do the right thing? Teaching Rasputin art, philosophy, culture, transforming him from something capable of imitating human consciousness into this. Rasputin suffers because I made him capable of suffering. I always knew he would be a weapon of war, so was it right to make a weapon have self-doubts? Was it right to bring him back online when he'd shut himself down after the collapse? Elsie says she lives her life in a circle, repeating the same tragedies over and over again. And that's what's happening to Rasputin too. The collapse is here again, and maybe there's no solution. Maybe there's no hope for the future. Maybe I should go.
I suppose we can only see this through to the end. All right, More Than a Weapon. Need to unlock another Seraph chest. I will be right back here in the helm in just a moment with that done. Okay, so actually I'm going to be meeting you in orbit instead of the helm because our next step is actually in the Cosmodrome. For some reason I thought we were going to go back to the helm for a little more dialogue, but no, that is not the case. Let's begin Operation Sancus.
The data terminal is located in a subterranean bunker. It contains the most highly classified files in my archives. By design, they have been completely isolated from the network. You must physically retrieve them. Handle them with care, Guardian. Not even Anna knows of their existence. The entrance to the bunker is ahead of you. Clear the area, and I will open the door.
I originally thought this was going to take us to the area we were in the Taken King, but actually, no, this is just Fallen Saber's bunker. So I got a new toy for this strike. We're going to be running with Lord of Wolves. Lord of Wolves is an interesting shotgun that fires in a 5-burst. It is kind of made a return from Destiny 1. But the cool thing about it is that in this game, you can hold square to release the wolves, as it were, which greatly increases its rate of fire and also allows you to fire full auto, which is pretty fun. So let's use it to just blast through everything. And you can just basically stand release the wolves forever if you so desire.
These bunkers been breached. The Fallen, the Hive, the Taken. For what? My arsenal was insufficient against the Black Fleet. Now it poses as much a threat to humanity as our enemies.
Rasputin's gone full existential emo. Oh, poor guy. Alright, well, let's make our way through here. Same exact way that you would go in the Fallen Saber Strike.
My primary objective has been ensuring humanity's survival. To achieve that objective, I engaged in espionage, sabotage, murder, all acts of tyranny. All unforgivable. But one of them was particularly egregious. An order I nearly executed. That would have haunted me to this day.
Well, what's that then? Now you got me curious. Well, good thing it is that this mission actually changes it up as soon as you get through the vents there. You're not put in the exact same spot as you are in the Fallen Saber Strike, so I do appreciate that. Let's continue. Pretty good damage. Ooh, well, this is familiar. Oh, hey, it is the exact same area that we were in the Taken King. Okay, hold on. Let's see how Release the Wolves does on this boss. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Hey, I like that damage. Not bad. Not bad at all. Here, y'all can have that. Woo, that was nice. Oh, yeah, I did bring this, Fire and Forget, which is hilarious because all I did was forget and I didn't actually fire. Here, you all want that? Hold on. Here. Oh, that was a horrible knife. Don't look. No, look away. Don't look. Don't look. That was bad. Oh, I'm embarrassed. Well, good thing I killed everybody who witnessed it.
When the collapse began, I feared the Traveler would abandon Earth. So, I reactivated the protocol to use the war sats against it. I intended to immobilize the Traveler, to force it to stay. But in the end, I aborted the firing sequence. Anna does not remember this, but it was she who convinced me to stop. She has always been the angel on my shoulder. My humanity. She is the reason that I am more than a weapon. I am Rasputin because of Anna Bray. Thank you for retrieving the files, Guardian. They must be preserved at all costs. Due to their sensitive nature, I cannot risk uploading them to the network. But they should be safe in the Vanguard's possession. Bring them back to the helm. I will decrypt them here.
You got it. Let's get out of here. All right, Rasputin, let's talk. So what do you want us to do with these files other than just give them to the Vanguard? What do they actually do?
You have my gratitude for securing the files. It would have been inadvisable to leave them unattended, given recent developments. I apologize for not disclosing their existence earlier. To do so required a level of trust I have not held for a considerable time. But, as always, you proved equal to the task. The Traveler chose you well. I once employed human agents in a similar manner. I dubbed them Seraphs, granted them access to experimental armaments and armor. At times, I wonder if I predicted the Traveler's creation of Guardians, or if I independently deemed my avatars worthy of such responsibility. Whatever my intrinsic reasoning, the results were sound. You and the Seraphs are kindred spirits, stalwart defenders of your kind. In the past, I have made errors in judgment, decisions based on faulty premises and flawed moral frameworks. But you are proof that the Seraph Protocol was no such error. Choosing to trust humanity may have been the best of my decisions. I do not know what the ultimate outcome of this war will be. But come what may, we will fight together.
Aww. You know what? I'm happy to work with you, Rasputin. You're kind of cool. All right, well, I've got a few of these things that I can turn in. Not that they're going to do me really any good because we are basically done here. I mean, I could obviously run more heist battlegrounds and such, but I'm done, okay? I'm freaking done. I mean, I know I've said it multiple times, but I'm going to freaking say it again. And also, I'm going to try to oh, gosh, you know, I probably should get an Icolos SMG before I do this. But I've absolutely freaking hit my limit with this because, listen, I love this game. I really freaking do. But I have been recording for 2.5 months straight at this point, just to get everything from Forsaken all the way up through this done, and I still actually have more to do, but I am taking, at least it's stuff that's not getting deleted from the game, so I can give it a rest for a little while. I'm done. I have recorded 166 episodes over the past 2 months of Destiny, and while we could get all cute and do all these other things, and I could try to cram more in the last day and a half, I would like a break. I would like to actually enjoy Lightfall for myself, and then when Lightfall starts in this Let's Play, which will probably be right after the coming episodes, given how far out these episodes are, I will at least be fully prepared, and I'll actually know what the heck I'm doing with Lightfall when all that time comes around. So guys, thank you all so very much for watching. We're going to end this by listening to the final radio communication of Season of Seraph. Thank goodness. I am so ready to be done. But guess what? There is actually one more episode left. We have the finale of the Witch Queen expansion of this season in particular to go through before we can call it. So that'll be the next one. But guys, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode very, very much. And I will see you all in the next one.
RAS, engage Turing mode, conversational.
Old habits.
Sorry. I'm so used to you being more machine, more directive-driven and less...
Human.
I wish this had come for you at a better time.
I know. I can grant you this one analytical certainty. There is never a better time. There is only in time, or too late.
You're right. Like always.
I suppose that brings us to another point. I am not always right. I have done things in the name of preserving the human species that are abominable. They were the mathematically correct choice. But they were not the right one. My new exomind pathways have given me an opportunity to review a lifetime of decisions, to weigh them against emotional and moral conceits that I was not, in the moment, capable of comprehending. Others have called me a tyrant.
They're wrong.
They are not. You have given me the ability to objectively see my own value, but also the ways in which my value has imposed a negative sum to the collective well-being of humanity. It is the sum of an equation I am still trying to balance. But that does not mean your work has been in vain. You gave me choice and free will, and I did with it what I thought was right. That is the sum of your life's work. I see now, at the time of our final calculus, the value in them. The value in emotion, in caring, in how humans make both logical and illogical conclusions from the same points of data. And why both are valuable.
Thank you, Red.
No matter what comes in the future, I will always cherish